In this week's Health and Wellness, life coach Meghan Gilroy continues her talk with Karin Johnston.
Perhaps you've heard the saying, be the change that you want to see in the world. Well, Karin Johnston, a Barbara Brennan practitioner as well as a diamond approach healer, has a unique spin on how you can take something that's challenging or unexpected in your life and actually turn it into a positive change. So thank you so much for having me here today.
Glad you're here.
So this is an interesting idea that we're going to experience change in our lives, something that a lot of people feel kind of nervous about if a big change happens in their world or their lives, and we can actually use this for healing.
I think that the natural or even learned habit is to orient ourselves around external circumstances, that if this were better or this were different or this person treated me a particular way. And really the most powerful and lasting change that we can make is to really inquire into ourselves, why we're responding to the world in the way that we are in a particular way.
If we're used to going about our lives in a certain way, then change gives us that opportunity to challenge our identity.
Well, that is where it requires some courage, both to look at our identities as something that's been created, not necessarily that's just me or that's who I am, but something that has some fluidity and can be transformed. Naturally, as a parent, as an example, you know, when we have children, we have an identity as a parent. As our children get older and older, it is supportive in that relationship for us to be less identified, to let that the child become more individuated. There are other identities that we have that are subtler and less conscious, which have to do with who do I need to be loved. I need to take care of people in order to feel like I'm worthwhile. So we think about it in terms of who would I be if I wasn't that way, and that can be frightening sometimes for people to think about giving up a habitual way of being.
Sure. So is there something wrong with having these identities?
There's nothing wrong with having identities. We have them, we need them, we use them. It's how we get around in the world. What starts to be an issue for us is when they're limiting, when we become so identified with it that we don't have options. We don't let our kids go in a particular way, or we can't stop being a helper, let's say. And in order to really be healthy in that identity, we need to have a perspective that it's something that we do, that it isn't who we are.
In changing our identity and the way we interact with the world, it actually gives a chance for the world around us to change. Is that right?
Well, the biggest benefit is that it frees up everybody in our life to start interacting with us in different ways. It starts opening up new possibilities for us to interact in healthier, happier ways with one another. It gives other people the opportunity to consciously or unconsciously to begin to shift their behaviors as well.
So thank you so much for talking to me about change and how we can really be a positive force in this world.
My pleasure.
If you are interested in learning more how you can change gracefully with support, you can visit Karin's website at karinjohnston.com. And I think we all experience stress in our lives. Next time we talk to Karin about how we could let go. See you then.